10 years ago today, a man by the name of Scott Cawthon released what was going to be his final game that changed the internet forever, and titled it Five Nights at Freddy's in an attempt to give it one last go as a game developer, but accidentally ended up creating a franchise so iconic and beloved, it not only rivals other big fandoms like Halo, My Little Pony, and Sonic, but also ended up making several people's careers time and time again.
Oh, fuck! No! Oh, yeah! Fucking fuck! I tried to push it! Oh, my God! Oh!
Hell, I still remember when I was first introduced to the franchise like it was yesterday. August 12th, 2014. It was 11 p.m. on a calm Tuesday night, and 12-year-old me was laying in my comfy bed getting ready to drift off into sleep. Until I got a notification on my old iPhone 4. Yes, I had an iPhone 4. I know that the latest phone was the iPhone 6s, but don't make fun of me. So I checked my iPhone 4, and I had received a text message from my best friend named Romera. I wasn't too surprised by that. She's always had a strong crush on me since the day we met, so her texting me first was quite apparent. I opened the message and read it.
Spencer, have you ever heard of Markiplier?
That name didn't ring a bell, so I responded with, "Hey Romera," smiling emoji. "I don't think I've ever watched him before. Why?" A few minutes pass. She then responds with,
Oh my god, you and I gotta watch his latest video tomorrow.
We then wished each other goodnight as I laid down and fell asleep, having no idea what I was in for the next day. The following morning, we met at Dolphin Bay for summer camp. She sits me down and shows me the video that she was talking about. It was titled, Warning, Scariest Game in Years, Five Nights at Freddy's Part 1 by Markiplier. I thought, Five Nights at Freddy's? Doesn't sound familiar. Nah, I've never heard of it. But oh boy, did that change. I knew absolutely nothing about Five Nights at Freddy's at the time. I didn't know the characters' names, I didn't know the lore behind it, but I did know one thing. It scared the hell out of me, and I absolutely fell in love with it. FNAF 1 was the only thing we'd talk about the entire rest of the day. The first thing I did when I got home that afternoon was turn on my dad's computer and play that exact Markiplier video, like 3 times. What an amazing day. Within the span of those 10 fantastic years, what was once a small point-and-click indie game that was created as a clever way of handling negative criticism suddenly skyrocketed into a multi-million-dollar franchise. With that being said, I must say, Five Nights at Freddy's has a lot of interesting characters as far as humans, animatronics, spirits, robot kids, and even Fazgoo clones. But what if I told you that there was another essence of a character who's been lingering around every morsel of this franchise since the very beginning of the Five Nights at Freddy's universe? As crazy as it sounds, don't worry, you've definitely heard about her on my channel. I am, of course, talking about Serena from Pokémon XY. Who is Serena? Serena Y. Gabina is one of the main characters in Pokémon XY. She first met Ash when they were just children before the events of the Pokémon series and developed a strong crush on him, and had since then became one of his most trusted traveling companions throughout the Kalos region. So how in the holy mother of ass did I come to the conclusion that Serena actually exists in the FNAF universe? Well, strap yourselves in, because as I kept digging, it led me down the deepest rabbit hole I could have ever expected. Get ready, because I've found loads of concrete proof and loads of solid connections. However, I won't be doing this alone, as I'm accompanied by one of my closest friends. I said, I'm accompanied by one of my closest friends. Introduce yourself!
Hello everyone, my name is ShadowLibra, and I just got back from the Literature Club with Sayori, who definitely doesn't have a body pillow of you or anything.
Libra, you really didn't need to say that.
Yes, I did. This is a theory video, which means I can only speak the truth.
Good. And that's exactly what we're gonna do now. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Serena Theory! Yeah, Serena Theory.
Really? That's the best title you could come up with?
Well, it was either that or Fredrina, so...
Oh good lord, that sounds like a ship name. Please keep Serena Theory.
Whose idea even was it to give FNAF theories nicknames?
Now that we got that out of the way, please enjoy his theory.
Targets confirmed.
My, don't they look confident?
Not after we kill the both of them. Wah, buffet!
Evidence number 1. Well, for starters... Pokemon joke. Anyway, Serena was actually the latest Pokegirl when FNAF 1 came out.
That's true. XY came out in 2013, while Sun and Moon came out in 2016. The first Five Nights at Freddy's game was released in 2014, that being a year after XY came out.
Exactly. Evidence number 2. Alright, so instead of ending with the big twist, I'm just gonna blurt it out now. Serena and her 2 Pokemon represent the 3 Afton children. Take it away, Libro.
Serena parallels Elizabeth Afton. Serena and Circus Baby both have red skirts, are associated with red bow ties, and above all, Eleanor made a giant comeback in the Stitch Rave Stingers after To Be Beautiful, just like how Serena made a giant comeback in Ash's life after Professor Oak's summer camp.
Fennekin parallels Michael Afton. First off, Michael is the main protagonist of every FNAF game up until Ultimate Custom Night. What does that have to do with Fennekin? Well, Fennekin is Serena's very first Pokemon.
Who do we play as in FNAF 1? That's right, Michael Afton. Who do we play as in FNAF 2? That's right, Jeremy Fitzgerald. But we do play as Michael Afton on Night 7. Who do we play as in FNAF 3? That's right, Michael Afton. Who do we play as in FNAF 4? That's right, Michael Afton. Who do we play as in Sister Location? Michael Afton. Who do we play as in Pizzeria Simulator? Michael Afton. Who owns the logbook? Michael Afton.
Exactly. And while we're on the subject of the main 6 games, the minigames in FNAF 4 show a teenage Michael who is seen wearing the mask of Foxy, who is a fox, the animal that Fennekin is based off of.
In Sister Location, Funtime Foxy is an Arctic Fox animatronic who, according to Ultimate Custom Night, is obsessed with performing.
A performance was demanded of me, and now I have delivered. Encore!
And this kind of goes without saying, but Funtime Foxy is also a fox, just like Fennekin, who is also Serena's first performing partner.
And also, for those of you who don't know, there is a character in Curse of Dreadbear named Grim Foxy who is a cleverly hidden representation of Michael Afton. Not only is Grim Foxy a fox, but is also a fox covered in fire. And funny enough, Fennekin is a fire-type Pokemon.
And finally, Pancham represents Garrett Afton. In Dreaming a Performer's Dream, Serena meets a Pancham who has a dream to become a performer.
When I found that Pancham near its cave, I discovered that it likes to perform. Pancham likes to perform?
Just like the very first animatronic in the FNAF timeline, Fredbear, who, by the way, was responsible for killing Garrett in 1983.
And also, get this, because what I found while researching this video was so revealing that when I found out about it, it literally gave me chills. Serena catches her Pancham in the exact same episode, Dreaming a Performer's Dream. And take a guess what episode number it is. Dreaming a Performer's Dream is episode number 46. In the Tales from the Pizzaplex story, GGY, it's confirmed that patient 46 from Security Breach is none other than Gregory, who strongly resembles Garrett.
46? No fucking way.
Yeah. Anyway.
46? That's so freaking pog.
Who says pog anymore?
Anyway, let's...
46? You've gotta be
Evan! How did you guys even get in here?
46? Definitely gonna use exist for that.
What? Harold? Dude, you should be in fucking Orlando right now! How did you get here this fast?
46. I'm sure glad that wasn't me.
Don't remind me.
What is happening right now?
46? I wish I had that many rings.
What the fuck is going on?
46? That's scarier than the...
None of this is making any sense whatsoever. What? Okay, you didn't even try. You know what? Let's just move on.
46? That's more than the amount of pens I've stolen from you, Libra.
Ah! Where the fuck are you all coming from? Well, it's a good thing that I managed to save you before anything got too crazy. How you feeling? All right, I'm gonna take your silence as a yes. I guess we can continue with the theory now. Also, for those of you who believe that Vanessa is an Afton child, Vanessa parallels Serena's Sylveon. Both were revealed much later in the timeline, and they both have some interest in beauty and fashion. Evidence number 3. Serena, being as shy as Ash can be sometimes, blushes the most out of any other Pokemon character.
Hold on, now I remember. You're the girl with the straw hat. It's a gift for all of your hard work. Wow, Ash and I are all alone. It's almost like we're out on a date.
And as most of you know, rosy cheeks are a common trait in many FNAF animatronics.
The toys have rosy cheeks, the Fun Times have rosy cheeks, even frickin' Yendo has rosy cheeks, only they're gray. Evidence number 4. There's been a theory going around since 2017 that, like Serena and her Pokemon, the Paper Pals from FNAF 2 actually represent the 3 Afton children. The Paper Pal on the left represents Elizabeth. Elizabeth was the happiest of the bunch. It also has very similar clothes to Elizabeth. The Bunny Paper Pal represents Michael, and he was a pawn of his father. And lastly, the Bear Paper Pal represents Garrett, as he was bitten by, guess what, a bear.
The foreshadowing in this franchise is magnificent. But what does this have to do with Serena?
I'm glad you asked, Nick. Because as luck would have it, Serena just so happens to be very good at arts and crafts.
Wow, you both look so good wearing those. Hyeonjiim, you'll be amazing in the Pokemon Showcase.
Evidence number 5. Throughout the Pokemon series, Serena has had 3 main designs. Her beautiful XY design, her short-haired Kalos Quest and XYZ design, and her Ultimate Journeys design.
3 main designs, huh? You know who else has 3 main designs?
Libra, I swear to Arceus if you say my mom.
William Afton.
Oh.
William Afton took the form of 3 main designs after being spring-locked. Springtrap, Scrap Trap, and Burn Trap.
Evidence number 6. Before Henry Emily even started making animatronics, he originally started designing wearable costumes for people to wear. And funny enough, Serena is actually a pro at costume designing, which is confirmed in the episode To Catch a Pokemon Smuggler.
I thought of this, so I want to help. Costume design is what I do. The master of makeup!
Wait!
What?
Is that what I think it is?
What are you talking about?
Dude, she even has a box with a bow that bears a striking resemblance to Mangle's.
Yeah, and?
And there's a ripped up Mangle toy in Elizabeth's room.
Holy fuck. Evidence number 7. Pokemon XY's anniversary is October 17th. That is the day in between my birthday and Libra's birthday. Not really proof, just wanted to brag. Evidence number 8. So...
All
right, who's gonna say it?
Not me. You say it.
No way, man. You say it.
I don't know about this. Dude, no one's gonna believe us.
Well, someone's gotta spill the beans.
I don't mind saying it.
No, Ramera. No.
Knowing you, you'll most likely enjoy saying it a little too much.
Maybe that's the point.
Ramera, the last thing we need is for you to get turned on in the middle of a theory video.
Please, just leave it to us.
You're probably right. Toodles.
You might as well just say it, Spence. It's your theory.
Fine. So, viewers, let's just say, thanks to the plot of a scrapped Pokemon XY episode, Nintendo actually confirmed something about Serena that Game Freak is never allowed to even remotely imply because it's a kid show. And Libra would like to tell you what it is.
Oh, come on!
Sorry, bro, but a theorist gotta do what a theorist gotta do.
But why do I have to be that theorist? Worst case scenario is they get disgusted and click off this video.
And best case scenario, they laugh their asses off.
Oh well, when you put it like that. Okay, I got you. Ladies and gentlemen, as crazy as it sounds, there is a scrapped Pokemon XY episode that was banned because it confirmed that Serena...
Just say it, Libra.
Serena canonically has a vor fetish.
Now, before you click off of the video, you may be asking, what in the absolute flying fuckery doodle dick face does that, of all things Pokemon related, have literally anything to do with the hidden fabric of the masterpiece that is Five Nights at Freddy's? Why, I am so fucking glad that you asked such an innocent question. And as luck would have it, I have an equally elegant answer to said innocent question. Take a look at Serena. Take a good long look at Serena. Yes, she's very pretty, but I can't help but wonder, isn't there something familiar about her design? Something other than her skirt, which, as mentioned previously, resembles Eleanor's skirt perfectly. Maybe her hat? What about her hat is familiar? I wonder what happens if we were to color swap her. No. No, there's no way. No. No! 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 No fucking way! No! Evidence number 9. The exotic butters of all things does in fact represent both Serena and Fennekin in favor of Elizabeth and Michael respectively. It represents Serena because the blanket has the ribbon around her hat, except it's red, and it has a red bow tie like her earrings.
It also represents Fennekin because the sticks of butter are the exact same color as Fennekin's fur, and Michael receives exotic butters at the end of Sister Location, thus linking Fennekin and Michael.
Evidence number 10.
FNAF's anniversary is August 8th, which is also National Vor Day.
And that's relevant for reasons we've just discussed.
Hey, isn't August 8th also your grandpa's birthday?
Yes, it is.
Guys, help me. Please help me. Help me. She is within an 8-mile radius of my house. Please help me.
No. Mara, you should come over to Spencer's right now.
No! He's crazy.
Why else would he bring that up?
It's gonna be like that one Pokemon XY episode where they go inside Serena and kill germs or whatever. Hey, Grandpa! Happy birthday! Can I hide at your place, please? Because Romero's after me for the holiday, quote-unquote. Evidence number 11. While we're on the subject of Funtime Freddy, he has an adorable little hand puppet animatronic named Bonbon. If you've seen at least one episode of Pokemon XY, you would have noticed that Serena is somewhat of an older sister figure to Bonnie.
Seriously though, the hat, the Vor blueprint, and now Bonnie and Bonbon, you can't make this shit up, folks.
Evidence number 12.
Controlled shocks are a major method when dealing with animatronics. We see examples of it in Sister Location, Pizzeria Simulator, Ultimate Custom Night, Curse of Dreadbear, FNAF AR, Security Breach, and the FNAF movie.
Clearly a callback to how the closest person in her life has an electric-type Pikachu. Evidence number 13. Every time Serena screams, it sounds just like the sister location jump scare scream. Evidence number 14. Out of all of Ash's traveling companions, Team Rocket has tried to directly attack and kill Serena the most out of everyone. In fact, I made an entire theory back in October explaining why Team Rocket hates Serena more than everyone else Ash has traveled with. So, here's my theory. What if Team Rocket is actually aware of their potential as well, and that's why they're so aggressive and violent with Serena? Because they hate the idea of their worst enemy, the twerp, finding love.
Spencer and I think it could be a reference to how Fazbear Entertainment has a horrible, violent history.
Evidence number 15.
In her career as a performer, Serena's goal is to collect all 5 of the Princess Keys as trophies. In Corn Maze, you also have to collect 5 keys to get the true ending, while being chased by Grim Foxy, who is a fiery fox just like Fennekin.
Well put. Evidence number 16. Foxy is the first character we rescue in Freddy in Space 2. Fennekin was Serena's first Pokemon. Evidence number 17. For whatever reason, Serena actually has the most knowledge about paranormal topics out of everybody in the group.
Yeah, or maybe we're inside a haunted house. Did I say that? Maybe this is a haunted mansion that grabs people and then eats them. Did I say that? Maybe she's not alive, but she's here anyway, if you know what I mean. Did I say that? Sounds to me like someone's pounding a steak. How come? To stop a vampire? My mouth's got a mind of its own. This mansion must be haunted by the spirit of the lady in that painting. There I go again!
And funny enough, this kind of goes without saying, but FNAF is known for concepts about animatronics being haunted by paranormal stuff and spirits of the dead.
As if you didn't catch that after the 10 years you've known about this damn franchise.
Evidence number 18.
The daycare attendant actually really helps a lot with this theory. Surprisingly, the daycare attendant from Security Breach has no relations to any previous FNAF characters whatsoever. This could be a parallel to how Serena only appears in the 2 series that take place before and after Pokemon Sun and Moon.
Look, I wanted to include the daycare attendant because, you know, Sun and Moon. Okay, moving on. Evidence number 19.
Let's move on to the Blob. The Blob is a giant mess of wires filled with robot bodies.
It may even be part of the storyteller.
Sure. Anyways, the shape of the Blob looks eerily similar to...
Just say it.
The Blob looks eerily similar to the shape of a stomach. I feel like I should add that this is alluding to the little fun fact about Serena we told you earlier.
And who, oh who, is the head of the Blob? Funtime Freddy. Evidence number 20. In the 1930s, Fredbear's singing show depicted of a real-life trained dancing bear. At least according to MatPat. Anyways, this is important because Serena has a Pancham, who is a bear Pokemon who loves dancing.
That's honestly mind-blowing. There's no way these are coincidences.
Evidence number 21.
National Amour Shipping Day is October 27th, the release date of the Five Nights at Freddy's movie.
Evidence number 22. In the FNAF movie, Abby has shoulder-length hair, just like Serena after cutting her hair in a showcase debut. Evidence number 23. In Pokemon, Serena's entire dream is to be a performer. Just like all of these guys. Evidence number 24. When Serena finally returns in Pokemon Journeys, she wears something that made me question everything.
No joke, what she's wearing is so revealing that when we saw it, it genuinely gave us chills.
Are you ready? Let me show you. In the episode Reuniting for the First Time, Serena makes her first appearance in 8 years wearing a black top hat that looks just like the many Freddy Fazbears throughout the FNAF series, and earrings that look just like Funtime Foxy's red bow tie. And funny enough, she chooses to wear these after officially becoming a performer.
And which character is obsessed with performing?
A performance was demanded of me, and now I have delivered. Encore!
Evidence number 25. This one was kind of fun to write.
Serena was introduced in the 6th generation.
Serena revealed her knowledge of paranormal haunted topics in the 14th episode.
Serena was the first girl to be invited to the team by Ash.
And Serena talks to Ash about their past together in the 6th episode. If we arrange those numbers to the letters of the alphabet, we get F, N, A, F. What's that spell, Libra?
Five Nights at Freddy's. Is this where you wanna be? I just don't get it.
Evidence number 26. Serena says, "You know," a lot. Just like Scott Cawthon in the Daco interview. Evidence number 27.
Hold on, Spencer.
Yeah?
Serena also has 6 letters in her name and cuts her hair at the beginning of the 6th season on YouTube.
Yes, that's right.
If we arrange those numbers like before, we get F.
That's true, but what are you getting at?
Why do you think so many things in FNAF abbreviate FF?
Freddy Fazbear, Fazbear's Fright, Funtime Freddy, Funtime Foxy, Freddy Files, Freddy Frostbear, Fazbear Frights, Firework Freddy, Friendly Face, Fazbear Fury, Fur Fury, and Fizzy Faz.
I'm a genius.
Evidence number 28. On top of that, Serena is 19 years old in XY. If we add that to Libra's FF, we get FFS. Fazbear Funtime Service, eh? Yeah?
I'm not playing FNAF AR, Spencer. Not that I can anyway, because Illumix took the game down. Baka.
Oh, come on. Evidence number 29.
Serena was canonically born in 1999.
October 16th, 1999 to be exact. That's my birthday.
Might be a stretch, but there is a very good and very nostalgic creepypasta about a rotten teddy bear titled 1999.
Yeah. Evidence number 30. Libra?
Yeah?
Isn't it convenient that, excluding Ash because he's the main character that we follow in the anime, Serena's 2 traveling companions just so happen to be someone who's really good at robotics and their little sister named Bonnie?
Holy shit!
Evidence number 31. Okay, guys, if for whatever reason you're still not convinced, well then, just for you guys, Libra and I have saved our best evidence for last.
Wait, why'd we save our best evidence for last?
Because we didn't know it was our best evidence until realizing that all our evidence prior sounded quite silly out loud.
Oh. Well, carry on.
There are many episodes centered around Serena that directly parallel FNAF events. Libra and I are going to go episode by episode and explain to you each similarity. Are you ready?
Strap yourselves in, because there is a lot to go over.
Do we attack now?
No. Wait for Jesse to give the signal.
Example number 1. Giving chase at the Rhyhorn race. We're starting with episode lucky number 7. Giving chase at the Rhyhorn race. Every Amorshipper alive loves this episode. Serena tells her crush about how she helped her when they were children, and Ash remembers her and they all enjoy their journey as... I mean, they are pretty much a couple.
The events in this episode are very similar to Charlotte helping Garrett remember his past in the logbook, and Jake remembering his past in the 5th Stitch Rave Stinger.
Example number 2, Mega Meowth Madness.
In this episode, Team Rocket operates a giant robotic Meowth made out of trash to attack Ash and his friends.
There are not one, but 2 parallels being shown here. Those 2 being the Afton amalgamation from the Stitch Rave Stingers and the Blob from Security Breach.
Should we count the trash monster MatPat tried to predict?
Here, where his powers are strongest, Glitch Trap leaves Vanny's body and regains his own. We hop into our Mecha Freddy for a boss battle to knock him around a bit, and desperate, he absorbs all the ruined animatronics and trash around him. We destroy him yet again, only to reveal the black tentacles. It was Baby all along.
Example number 3, A Conspiracy to Conquer. This episode spooked me out a lot as a kid. This is the episode where an evil group of Malamar brainwash Clement, Bonnie, several Pokemon, and most importantly, Serena.
It reminds us a lot of The Storyteller, where the Mimic 1 virus corrupts all the Glamrock animatronics, and not only that, the way Serena gets brainwashed is very similar to how Glamrock Freddy gets corrupted in the Burn Trap ending.
Exactly.
Remember that fan-made gif of Serena turning into a Braixen?
We don't talk about that! Evidence number 4, A Pokevision of Things to Come.
I think you all know what we're gonna say. In fact, Spencer made an entire theory that hinges on this specific scene from A Pokevision of Things to Come. In this episode, Clement makes a camera robot called the Pokestar Shooter to film Serena's Pokevision, but it's corrupted by Team Rocket to kill Serena, and out of all things, they stop the corrupted robot by shocking it.
Do I even need to say it?
Yes, dude!
This, as previously stated in my Why Does Team Rocket Hate Serena theory from October, directly parallels the delivery service animatronics receiving the Mimic 1 virus, causing them to charge at you until you shock them in FNAF AR. Boom. Example number 5, Heroes, Friends and Foes Alike. In this episode, Team Rocket decides to take a different approach for once and disguise themselves as Serena, Ash, and Bonnie to cause trouble for the real group of friends.
This is a parallel to the Charlie Bots, Eleanor, Illusion Discs, and, in a way, Phasgoo. All of them have to do with separate entities stealing people's identity.
Identity theft is not a joke.
Team Rocket.
Millions of families suffer every year.
Example number 6, The Cave of Mirrors.
This is a good one. Ash travels to a parallel universe within a glitched mirror in a cave and immediately encounters an alternate version of Serena.
Ash touches a glitched object, travels to another plane of reality, then meets the human form of FNAF. That sounds strikingly similar to the RxQ minigame from FNAF 3 and navigating through the glitch world in FNAF World, where you're literally touching specific objects to travel through different planes of reality. This concept also expanded to Tales from the Pizzaplex stories like Under Construction, Somnophobia, Drowning, and Tiger Rock. It also reappears in Ruin, the Brazil ending, and Help Wanted 2.
And also before Ash falls into the abyss, near the end of the episode, Serena, of all people, pulls him up and saves him.
That, my friend, is a parallel to Old Man Consequences, because he is the entity that exists through the spirit world. So for Serena, of all people, to save him from such a fate is quite revealing. Example number 7, Day 3 Blockbusters. This episode was adorable. Ash and Serena slide down a cliff where they get trapped for the entirety of the episode. That's a good start. They start talking to each other deeply, and it's honestly one of my favorite XY episodes.
Well, Spencer, as wholesome as the episode is, it actually has quite the number of parallels. Ash and Serena are 2 people trapped in the same situation. Just like Jake and Andrew possessing the Stitch Rave, together forever, find player 2, and lastly, there's an entire Fright story that involves getting trapped in a cliff. That story being The Cliffs, hence the name. And, you know, what a surprise. The person in the story The Cliffs gets trapped in the cliffs. I'm shocked. I'm just as shocked as you are. Anyway, that story is The Cliffs, where Robert's son, Tyler, gets trapped in a cliff.
All starting to make sense now, isn't it? Example number 8, a stealthy challenge.
This episode scared the hell out of Spencer last year.
Hey!
Ash and his friends are traveling on a faulty bridge with some super bass guy and his frogadier until suddenly Serena and Clement fall down a cliff after a bridge breaks before being saved by Froakie and the cool dude's frogadier. But wait!
I don't know about you guys, but this scene reminds me way too much of the way you decommissioned Monty in Security Breach. Example number 9, Under the Pledging Tree. I love this episode.
Ah yes, the date episode.
Ash and Serena go on a date through the mall, looking for gifts for their Pokémon. And when they, along with everybody else, finishes, Ash decides to give Serena a beautiful ribbon after they witness, get this, a giant electronic tree that lights up the night sky in the Kalos capital. Now what could that be a reference to, Libra?
Clearly a reference to the Baobab from the Storyteller. It's a giant animatronic tree that was planted, if you will, in the middle of the Mega Pizzaplex's atrium. It was also partly responsible for the animatronics getting corrupted with the Mimic 1 virus.
I guess you can say it was the root of the problem. Example number 10, a showcase debut.
The episode was legendary. During Serena's first performance, Fennekin trips on her bow tie and falls on stage and ruins the show, costing Serena the competition. It's just as sad as it sounds.
Where in FNAF have we seen someone collapse on stage in the middle of a performance? This scene sounds identical to Glamrock Freddy collapsing on stage in Security Breach's opening cutscene, ruining the show and pissing off Vanessa.
Correct.
I gotta say, Libra, this piece of evidence would be much more interesting if Glam Mike was canon.
True. But hey, Glam Edwin's narrative makes up for it.
Yeah, I agree.
But hold on, guys. Believe it or not, that is not the only piece of evidence in this episode. Later in the episode, Serena can be seen standing on a dock, thinking of the time she failed the performance, until the unthinkable happens. Serena has a complete mental breakdown. After Fennekin and Pancham comfort her, she thinks for a moment, then decides it was time for a big change. She cuts her hair, gets a new outfit, a new fedora, and most importantly, wears the ribbon Ash gave her around her neck.
And does that remind you of anything? A girl wearing a significant object around her neck while changing her appearance? Well, the first thing that popped in my head were the illusion discs from the novel trilogy in FNAF 4, but what about the fact that she's wearing the ribbon around her neck? That sounds almost identical to Sarah from To Be Beautiful and Jessica from Frailty. Both are girls who wear heart pendants to change their appearance entirely, and that's exactly what we see in a showcase debut. Example number 11. Battling at full volume. Man, oh man, what an episode. What a great episode to end this theory on. Battling at full volume is very funny, and it even had one of the best emotion moments.
Now's our chance. Iron Tail! Pikachu!
But anyway, on with the theory. In this episode, Ash catches a cold, even though he has a scheduled battle with a guitarist named Jimmy and his Pikachu the same day.
Ash has a fever! He's burning up!
He needs to get back to bed!
And Serena, being the best girlfriend she can be, decides that the most compelling solution to this problem would be to wear Ash's clothes as a disguise to take his place in battling Jimmy.
Thank goodness he bought it. Okay, stay calm, Serena. You've got to do your best for Ash.
It's a really funny episode, but it begs the question, what in FNAF does this remind you of? Well, surprisingly, this one concept can be used to explain not one, not two, not three, but FOA, massive plot devices in the FNAF universe. First off, it parallels Ennard, who scooped Michael Afton to escape the rental service. Secondly, it obviously parallels Eleanor, who tricked both Sarah and Jessica with her wretched heart pendant to steal their identities. Thirdly, also parallels Lonely Freddy, who swaps bodies with Alec to harvest his remnant. Lastly, it parallels Fazgoo, a deadly substance that clones people to make them servants to Fazbear Entertainment.
With all that being said, ladies and gentlemen, this marks the end of our theory. Serena is not just canon to Five Nights at Freddy's, but is literally the Five Nights at Freddy's franchise in a human form. End of story.
You know, with this new context in mind, I can't wait for whatever FNAF is cooking up next. More games, more novels, more short stories, more events, more merchandise, more. I'm telling you, man, it's to die for.
And die you will! Inkay, you Psybeam on the two of them!
Your cue, Pumpkaboo! Shadow Ball!
What the hell?
Prepare for trouble.
Make it double.
To protect the world from devastation.
To unite all people within our nation.
To denounce the evils of truth and love.
To extend our reach to the stars above.
Jesse!
James.
Team Rocket blasts off at the speed of light.
Surrender now or prepare to fight, fight, fight!
Meow! That's right! Wah-ba fat!
Team Rocket?
What the fuck are you doing here?
Well, we couldn't help overhearing the two of you talking about how our least favorite twerp fits oh so well with the aesthetic of Five Nights at Freddy's.
And we were thinking, if we could use the information we've gained from your theory...
We could use your little ideas for Team Rocket to take over Fazbear Entertainment for ourselves. I can see it all now. Fazbear Entertainment, courtesy of Team Rocket.
And the best part? You won't be there to see it. Inkay! Show the twerps we will not be shunned!
Ink!
Get down!
Boys, are you guys okay? I heard an explosion.
And look at that! Another little ant.
I say we squish her too!
The job of this criminal organization is showing a clueless fandom the ropes. Now, Pumpkaboo, use frustration on the three of them!
Oh, fuck! We're gonna die!
Huh? I wonder what this button does.
Team Rocket's
blasting off again!